When I finished Troy's Nightmare, I wasn't happy with the overall look of the movie. It had some good jokes, but it wasn't a great movie. So I thought I'd try again with Troy's Nightmare Part 2. It had bad idea written all over it.
So what? Troy's Nightmare Part 2 wasn't good enough? I'm fucking Freddy Krueger. You know, kill kids. I heard he was right making a second one. I thought it was a good idea. What the hell his deal is. They didn't even cast me in the real new remake of Nightmare on Elm Street. Probably because I look like shit now. Look, my skin is even burned in the back. Oh, wiping these tears away with the wrong hand is a bad idea. But, you know what, Derek Schomburg? I'll see you in your dreams. Guys, I hope you dream about me.
At the time, I was watching a lot of B movies from the 50s and 60s. The cheap effects got me thinking. After seeing Teenagers from Outer Space and Plan 9, I knew how I wanted my movie to look. I wrote a script, but it was too serious. I was going for a "it's so bad it's good," but it needed some of my humor. I rewrote the script, and it all turned out great. The name of the movie came from a play I wrote called Wheat Thresher. I'm not really going to get into that, but it's in there, and I used it.
The most difficult parts of filming scene 2 of Invaders with me and Troy was we had to do redo a lot of the takes because I would stutter, so we'd have to redo it. We can't really do the whole voiceover of me.
Okay, do it one more.
Another thing was wearing those costumes get really sweaty.
There we go.
And it's kind of uncomfortable having to redo all the takes and just take longer than we needed to, especially because Troy couldn't say his line. Look out, check the gamma rays! But no, he couldn't say it. Or he would say it and forget to like squirm around, so he was like, look out, check the gamma rays!
Just say it again. And be like, look,
those are probably the most difficult times of
look out, check the gamma rays!
I've seen too.
Like, oh my god! No, look, no. Don't say oh my god at all. Say oh my god!
You'd think gluing paper plates together would be easy, but it's not. It took a long time before I came up with the shape of the saucers that you see in the movie. Originally I used these cheap paper plates, and they looked bad. Really bad. So I looked around at dollar stores, at plastic bowls and plates in different sizes and shapes, until I came across the ones that I wanted. After I found my ships, I made up a few, but they were too light and the wind took them everywhere, so we had to glue these big washers in them to give them some weight.
For my spaceship actually that crashes, trying to do that was, it took so long. We had, I don't know, good maybe 6 to 8 spaceships just to light on fire. The spaceship was attached to a base string. We had to pour lighter fluid on it, light it, and then try to crash it in time before it totally just, completely melts. The first time we did it, I lit it on fire, crashed it, and Derek freaked out and started stomping on it. And that was a good shot too. We had to redo it. It took like probably 10 plus times to actually get that scene. I didn't actually do it. The scene you see in the movie, Derek had to actually do it, and I was filming it. So yeah, it turned out good at the end.
The costumes for the aliens were simple. A big stupid triangle and a pop light on the chest. I added the tinfoil hats and the shutter shades at the last minute. Mike's head is pretty big, so I used a lot of tinfoil. In the last scene of the movie, you can see Sean's hat fall off. I didn't really make his that good.
Those stupid costumes. Well, they weren't stupid, they were fun. But it was hot as hell. I mean, sweat all over your forehead. You can't see anything, you just got shutter shades on. You gotta walk down the street like an idiot. Everybody's looking at you and pointing and laughing. That was pretty fun though.
The planet space was a difficult build. First, Sean and I had to make the backdrop of stars. We were in the garage in the dark with no ventilation, and the fumes were making us feel funny.
Was it? It was very difficult. Very, very difficult. I got burned, we got high, and it wasn't fun at all. Well, it was fun because we got high, but not the kind of high you really want. Step outside, your eyes are all messed up.
Shit, it's raining.
It's taken us 3 hours to do it.
So dizzy.
2. We have to come outside to get air because the smoky of the melting plastic makes us dizzy. Smells out here too, eh? Like burning stuff?
Smells like wood fire though.
No fresh air anywhere. Anywhere! Dun, 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 dun. When the planet Space was supposed to follow the universe and catch on fire, we had it on a fishing line, but it melted, so I had to give it a handle. When we tested it with flames, Sean still managed to burn his hand. First I'm killing it with plastic fumes, and then I almost set him on fire. I'm not a really good friend, but I think he had fun while we were doing it. Mike McCarroll played 3 roles in this movie, and each character is different. McCarroll was great to work with. It was hard for me to be behind the camera when he said his lines because I couldn't help but laugh. Now the reason why I'm talking about him is not to boost his ego, but it's all because of one scene in the beginning as a narrator.
God, I had the hiccups from like the morning, and when did we shoot it? Like in the afternoon sometime, and it was the worst case of the hiccups I think I've ever had, like ever. So that's why I got that bottle of water, and we just changed it to me being like drunk, as opposed to you know, a straight-laced 50s narrator as a drunk 50s narrator, which is cool. But yeah, the hiccups sucked.
3, 2, 1.
Silence! We must activate Plan X!
The insane leader. Oh, it was the helmet. It was just tinfoil, and thought I was gonna get zapped by the thing in the corner there. It's all like bzzz, thought I was gonna set my costume on fire, which was very, very flammable. It was like polyester, so hot in that tinfoil helmet. Yeah, and I kind of went in between like alien leader and like mad scientist. I didn't know, like I figured he'll be a mad scientist alien leader. You know, I think it worked out great.
Good. Maybe that was.
I don't know, what can I say about the detective? It was fun to play as him, because I don't actually do any detective work. When I get down to detective business, that just means, you know, smoke that joint. Yeah, it was fun to play him, you know. He's only in a couple scenes, but it was good. I liked it.
Oh, we were standing there. We did this in one take. When we dropped down as the aliens, we were jumping down the hill and shit, rolling around. Oh, one take was it. Me and Mike just looked at each other. He's like, I gotta finish this smoke. I'm like, okay, well, hurry up. Right before we did it, you see me tap him on the back, and we just chuck ourselves. Rolling down, I got kicked in the face, kneed. I don't know what I did to him. I think he got hurt too, I don't know. I think I took the brunt of it. I was on the bottom. Smacked my head on a giant rock. Cut open old skateboard ruins again that were fresh already. That was wild.